105, it's Andy Jackson here on the all-new evening show with Van Halen and Jump, and I'm getting the feeling we are being slightly over-ambitious this evening because for the first time ever it's Cookery Corner with Ian from Sunnyfields. He's here. Good evening.
Hello, Andy.
And we got Andy Mack, who is here as well from Lainston House, who's going to be our award-winning chef for this evening. And we thought, let's make things really complicated. We're going to film this and put it on YouTube for afterwards as well. So let's start off, let's aim high to start with, and then see how it goes this evening. And of course, one of the things that you're well known for, Ian, is your love of the local fresh stuff, isn't it? The fresh ingredients, the fresh produce.
It is, and Andy is as well. I mean, Hampshire is getting more and more famous for really promoting local food producers, and what Andy's got in front of us is a real mix of Hampshire produce, from dairy to cheese to mushrooms to squash and rapeseed oil. So are we ready, Andy, for you to start?
With our I was going to say, with our first aiming high menu this evening. So we're doing Pool Bay mussels this evening.
Indeed.
Excellent. So can you just kind of describe as you're going along, if you, if you can?
Right, we're going to get in this really hot pan. We've got to serve it. A little bit of Pratt's rapeseed oil. Okay, in that goes. Get the pan really hot, and in go the mussels. Listen and spitting, that's it, right? They're all in clean and lovely, so they're all nice and all in check, so they're nice and fresh. In they go. Then we're going to just have some chopped shallots, with a little garlic in there, and some fresh ginger, so just some grated up. In that goes.
So this is all literally one big pot.
Indeed. So just give that a bit of shake. Now already starting to smell good. We'll just give that a little stir to make sure all the flavours get to know each other. A little white wine needs to go in there, just to help the steaming process. In it goes. We're just going to put the lid on, and they're going to do their stuff.
That means we might actually be able to hear what you're saying now. So.
Yes, indeed, okay. So what we done is we just put the mussels in a really hot pan with a little bit of oil. The steam is already processing it after you got it in the hot pan. We put some shallots, little chopped shallots, a little bit of chopped garlic, a little bit of grated fresh ginger in there. Splash in some white wine. The temperature's really coming up now. The steam is just making the mussels open up.
The smell is absolutely gorgeous as well.
The smell is great.
Smell that garlic. It's a shame that we can't put the smell out over the radio. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Well, we can see them starting to open up already.
They're just opening up. They're almost there. This is just a really quick recipe.
That is literally 3 minutes, isn't it?
We're
doing this in real time.
Indeed, all we do is we just splash a little bit of cream in, naughty bit nice.
And it goes.
And it goes, a little bit of that.
Double cream.
Double cream, indeed. And a little bit of salt as well. Like that. A little bit of stir. And we are seriously nearly there.
Excellent. I was just going to say, actually, does the name Lisa Bruce mean anything to you,
Andy? It does indeed.
It's an email that's just come flooding. It says, "Hello Andy, I'm Andy's sister-in-law, and he is too modest. He is the best, and he deserves all the awards him and his brilliant team at Lainston get." How have you been at Lainston for?
This is only my 24th year. So,
24 years.
Still lots to do, and still loving every minute of it indeed. I've got a great team, and they work very hard for me, and I work very hard for them too.
That is smelling absolutely gorgeous. We will have a little taste test in just a second. This is 105.
That is all there is to it.
This is Wave 105, it's the new evening show. Andy Jackson here, with all kinds of noises going on, for our first ever Cookery Corner. And we're about to taste the recipe that Andy MacKensie from Lainston House has just made for us. Pool Bay mussels, freshly done in, what was it, shallots?
Shallots, little garlic, fresh ginger.
And it's absolutely, I've been waiting here, I haven't cheated, I haven't tasted them yet. I think it's only fair now that I actually smell them. Has anybody got a mussel that you can pass over this way? Thank you very much. And they, oh my God, that smells absolutely lovely. You can smell the sea in that as well. And then I always use my fingers with mussels. Is that okay to do that? Maybe not in the restaurant. Is that a bit common?
It's easier. You can get more in if you use your fingers.
Oh my God, that is amazing. That is, just to make sure that wasn't a fluke, I'm just going to have another one here, just to check. So we got garlic in here. We got shallots.
Yeah, a little fresh ginger, some white wine, a little bit of cream with some nice fresh chopped parsley.
I'm in heaven.
Nice and simple.
I'll still make sure that wasn't a fluke. So I'm just going to check a third one to make sure. And it's got white wine and cream in as well.
Indeed, yes.
Can you explain to me, excuse me talking with my mouth full, what's the difference between a shallot and an onion? Ian, maybe you can do that. You're the farmer.
They're smaller, they're slightly sweeter, they're torpedo shaped, and I think, you know, chefs probably prefer shallots to onions, don't you? I mean, I think it's probably a bit of a snobby chef thing.
I've got to say, whenever I've seen people cooking on TV, it's always shallots and never onions, and I've often wondered
and
why.
it tends to be banana shallots.
Yeah, they're a little less, not so intense as onion. They're quite a nice
Slightly
flavour.
more mellow.
Yeah.
So they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to check for one more, just in case those three were a fluke. That was absolutely amazing. So this is the first course of a 2-course meal that you're doing for us this evening.
Just some lovely comfort food for a nice winter's evening.
So we've got the news coming up tonight at 10 o'clock in a couple of moments. After that, what is round 2 then this evening?
So we're going to do a butternut squash risotto. So again, nice and simple, with some lovely mixed organic mushrooms. That's going to incorporate some Lainston cheese and some watercress as well.
I'm looking at those mushrooms that you've brought in. I've never seen mushrooms that shaped before in my life. What kind of mushrooms are those?
So you've got a bit of an oyster mushroom, a bit of a chestnut mushroom, a bit of a enoki, and a king oyster mushroom there as well.
That is huge. That is the king oyster mushroom. It's got a really thick sort of stalk to it, hasn't it?
Nice and meaty, nice meaty flesh to it.
And if you were to eat those blindfolded, could you actually tell the difference between each one?
They definitely do have a different taste indeed. But the best way to do it is to mix them all together. You're going to get a nice flavour.
Get a bit of everything.
Yeah.
What's that green stuff going on in the bowl there?
So it's just a little bit of watercress. Obviously Hampshire well known for its watercress, and it's just a little something to finish the risotto off just nicely on top.
Do you know, I had some Hampshire watercress the other day and I was amazed because it was like sort of peppery, like rocket, isn't it? Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to be doing that. So it's going to be butternut squash risotto.
Yes.
How exciting is that? It's coming up after 10 o'clock tonight. Also a reminder, late night love songs as well. While we're talking about food, if you're not cooking along this evening, we have a romantic dinner for 2 to give away. If you want to be with the chance to get yourself involved in that, head over to the play and win section on our website at wave105.com and just let us know your name and your number. I could well call you later this evening.